Food for thought. Get your food for thought. Yeah. Food for thought. No way. Get your food for thought. Yeah. Food for thought. No way. Get your food. Get your food for thought. Food for thought. No way. Get your food. Get your food. Love can make you want to kill somebody.
See if I can get out of here. The sooner the better, right?
Sometimes you just can't get enough of the person you're in love with. Hey guys, and welcome to Food for Thought. So I wanted to do something special today because we just had Valentine's Day not too long ago. So I wanted to talk about love. You know, that thing that make you go crazy, that thing that make you feel special, and at times make you annoyed as all hell. So I have a special surprise guest joining me today, my one and only, my best friend, my lover.
What's up, everybody?
So now let's get straight into the first thing that I never expected to was going to come about in this relationship. Let me catch you up. This is my first ever relationship. We met when I was 20. He was 24. He got me when I was a young tenderoni, okay? I had just turned 20, y'all. And now I am 30. So a whole 10 years have gone past. And I wouldn't change a thing about it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, 20s, that's supposed to be when you're supposed to be partying and doing this and doing that. But you know what? I found my soulmate at an early age and I couldn't be happier. But the first thing that I did not expect was that communication can be the most craziest thing ever. Like, I swear, I say things to him in English and somehow it interprets in Chinese. I mean, it feels like I'm playing Whisper Down the Lane at times because I can say something to him and it's as if it got down to 10, 15 people and he heard something totally different by the time it reached him. So I would definitely say that when it comes to communication, you want to definitely make sure that the line of communications are open, that if you got to say something 15 times just to make sure that there's clarity that you do, okay? You do not want that drama that comes along with miscommunication, whether it's the fact that your words got misinterpreted, whether it's the fact that you decided not to say anything at all, because some people feel as though they don't have to communicate certain things. They're like, well, I'm grown. If I want to, go this place straight after work, I'm going to go this place. Or I want to make this purchase, I'm going to make this purchase. But I just find it to be a respect thing, respect for one another. You should let one another know, certain things so that there's no problem in that area. So yes, I definitely didn't think that communication could be as difficult as it can be at times. What's your number one thing?
Actually, I don't have a number one thing. I have a couple things, actually. First thing is I want a cigarette right now. So I'm just saying. Man, this is interesting. All right, guys. This is all the guys. Get ready to do things you don't want to do in a relationship. That's going to be my number two. Or my number one thing that I want to kind of speak on just for a second. Be ready. Willing and able to do things you don't want to do. It comes to the territory. We've been together 10 years, almost about to be 11 years. So I'm sure she's done some things that she didn't want to do in a relationship. But I've definitely can say, get ready to kind of put your, just do it. T-shirt on. Just do it, man. And
Oh, this is Nike.
no, this is not even Nike. Just listen. Just do it, man, because it keeps things
Fun and
balanced.
smooth.
And you try to be in a relationship for a reason, obviously, and you want to keep her happy. You want to be happy too. Don't not be happy yourself to make her happy, because then it just the cycle changes and you end up being upset with yourself. So don't do that. I've done that a couple times and learned the hard way. Always be ready to do or expect the unexpected. And I guess that would be the only thing that I could really touch on real quick about relationships and about this particular relationship. It's it has its moments, ups and downs, obviously, like anything, and just kind of try to be patient. Definitely try to be patient and find your medium, find your balance, because you're gonna be doing a lot of things you don't want to do.
Oh gosh.
Hint.
Number two for me, what I didn't expect is when you live together, and we basically been living together our whole relationship, to be honest. We moved pretty fast. We've been together 10 years, and within like the first 3 months, we were living together officially. So we've pretty much been in each other's corners for the last decade, period. And honestly, I thought that when you are living with each other and spending that much time together, that you would actually like end up, like I thought that's why people would be like, oh, we're spending too much time together and this, that, and the third, and getting annoyed all quick and this, that, and the third from being with this person all the time. But when you have different schedules and this, that, and the third, you don't even really see each other as much as what I thought. I went in this thinking that like, oh, we were going to just be around each other all the time. I was going to see him all the time. Like, and it's not that way. Our schedules are different. So sometimes when you have friends or family members that reach out to you because they want to do something or hang out, and then you're like, well, today actually happened to be that day that, Boo was off work and I kind of wanted to spend that day with him, they may look at you as being extra because they're like, you guys live with each other, y'all see each other every day, like it's not that serious. But it is that serious, because just because we live with each other every day does not necessarily mean we feel like we spend as much time that I need anyway to feel, like that I'm really getting that time in that I want, so do not have that expectation unless y'all are on like the total same like schedule, that because y'all are living with each other that y'all are going to have like just endless time all the time with each other, so that was definitely a rude awakening that I had to get used to, because I don't know about everybody else, but I love to be around him 24/7 if I could. But, unfortunately, life doesn't work like that. So, I had to adjust to just getting in where you fit in, even when you live with each other. Number two for you, baby.
Number two.
What you didn't expect.
What I didn't expect. I didn't expect to find someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I didn't expect that. It was just, I don't know. Some people get in their relationships for the moment or because it feels right at that particular time, but you never know what the outcome of the situation is. I never knew going into this relationship we would be together this long. I didn't know that I was going to find a friend and somebody I can come talk to, somebody I can come bring my problems to. Somebody I can be like totally open with, and she knows my flaws. I think she knows everything about me. And to have that is a safe haven for me, so I can, when the world turns their back on me, or when I'm having a bad day at work, or when I'm going out somewhere in a situation, I know at home I can go and get comfort. I know at home I can go and kind of regroup or recoup you know, from what the day is a problem, or the week, or what, some BS at work, or you know, just went through some stuff out there, driving home, and you know, somebody trying to cut me off, or you know, anything, any little thing, I know I can come home and get and level up, kind of come home and say, all right, you know what, Dad, I feel like crap. Let me go home and get replenished. And I didn't expect that. That's cool. That's a good feeling. 110%. You can't beat that feeling. I don't care what nobody says. When you can go home and be, feel like, not necessarily a king, but, you know, like, I'm a video game player. I play video games a lot. So it's kind of like going back to your, I don't know, place where it's safe and you can get all your energy back. And you get all your weapons back. And you get to get all your, all right, I'm ready to go back out into the world. I'm ready to go back out into, you know, whatever mission I'm on. So it's a super good feeling to have that.
And when it says player number 2 at the top, you push the button and I can come down, come into
Absolutely.
the game and help you out.
Absolutely. So it's definitely a good feeling, man. Having her here for me, even when we're not particularly on the same, seeing things eye to eye about situations, but.
And I want to speak on that because one of the things that we've definitely, you know, decided early in is that when you argue, and all couples are going to have an argument, disagreement, which is another thing I want to hit on. I didn't expect that you can have dumb arguments, like the stupidest basic arguments, like crazy stuff, you know. But when you're living with someone for so many years, sometimes even the smallest things can just annoy you. And I really did not think that it would be like that, and then we just have to laugh at it later, like, yo, that was not even that serious. But when we do have those moments, whether it be something that wasn't serious or possibly is serious, one of the things that we've realized is it never works when your escape route is to leave. You know, we've been together 10 years and we've never done any type of breaks. I don't believe in that. To me, if we take a break, I interpret that as a break up, because I don't play that. Too many people, you know, take that time and then they want to do their own thing and be like, oh, we was on a break. Hell no.
Bullshit.
So we ain't even playing those games. We need to figure out what's going on. Let's work it out. You know, whatever. You need time to calm down. I need time to calm down. That's cool. We can do that while still being in a relationship. Right. Another thing is, you know how sometimes people, you know, want to leave the house immediately. Well, you know what, like they arguing and they storm off like, oh, I'm going to the bar, or I'm going to my friend's house, or I'm going to this person's house, you know, and leave or whatever. You're just leaving a situation that hasn't really been handled, which means when you come back, that situation is still sitting there. It still has to be resolved. I mean, the only time I feel like that maybe that might be necessary is maybe if you're a person who has like an extreme temper and, you know, possibly, I don't know, like physical abuse, like that type of stuff, you know, I don't know, like then maybe if you have to leave, then, you know, whatever, but.
Which is never a cool thing. You don't put your hands on your spouse. You don't hit your lady. Ladies, don't hit your men. Don't do it. Never. You know
it goes both ways. Both ways.
Don't hit.
It's not just a man thing.
Don't
There's
hit.
Women out here who do try it. You tried it. And then he got you back, and you wasn't expecting it, boo-boo. You was not expecting that 2-piece. So, you know, women,
Don't
not.
Don't do it. Okay?
It's never worth it.
Yeah, don't do
and
that.
I don't think your relationship is ever going to be the same, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. But, I was going somewhere.
You was.
We've been like, you know, interjecting off of each other. But basically, you stay there and you figure it out. You know, I can't tell you how many times we stayed up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We were not going to go to sleep until the problem was resolved. And that just works for us. I'm not saying that that's going to work for everyone, but that works for us. Why? Because I don't know about y'all, but I can't sleep when we not right. When you laying there and you tossing and turning all night and, you know, you can't sleep and, you know, that feeling in your chest.
This is bullshit. I'm sorry. You don't do none of this.
Yes, I do.
Right? This should be fine.
I don't.
That should do. She be fine, yo. She fine.
No, I'm not. not.
Oh my God.
I do.
If you don't, I'll be up. And I'll be
And
like,
I usually come in there with
Candace, that's a
you,
whole
or
bunch
you
of
come
crap.
in there with me.
why you always come bring problems to me 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning? And then be knocked out, snoring in 15 minutes, man.
No.
Alright, whatever.
So, you
Stop
know,
fronting.
you have to work it out before the end of the night.
Yes.
You have to work it out. Like I said, that's not going to work for everyone, you know, but for us, we definitely try to make an effort to work it out before we go to sleep. Don't go to sleep angry. Don't wake up angry. You know, if you have to stop the argument, have some sex, you know. That'll help shut it down. But it's definitely important just to always make sure that y'all on the same page. You have anything else you want to say, baby?
Yes, I hope to see you next food for thought.
Yes,
I have you
definitely.
the next food for thought. We're not sure what we're gonna be doing. More than likely, she'll figure out something. She's kind of bringing into the operation on this, so.
And he's the beauty.
No, I don't beauty. I don't do those beauty stuff. Hell no. Let's stop playing with me, alright?
But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like it, share it, and leave us lots of comments, because I want to read and see if you guys do any of these same things, or, you know, if you have a question or comment or just whatever. So definitely glad that you guys tuned in, and, you know, you'll be seeing him a lot more often. We will definitely be back with another juicy topic. And that's all, folks.
Help me. Help me. I'm trapped. Please come help me. I can't go nowhere. I'm locked up in a jail. Alright? Come help me, somebody. Get me out of here.